The other fight from that Saturday was earlier in the day was Oleksander Usyk winning a unanimous decision against Dereck Chisora. I fucking love this fight, man. This was a great fight. Chisora really brought the heat, particularly the first 4 rounds. He was hitting Usyk with hard body shots. He was pushing him back. He was kind of doing that Joe Frazier thing where he had both hands up, in the cross arm for a little bit. And he was really making it hard for him. But in the 4th or 5th round, you could see Usyk kind of catch his rhythm a little bit. And Chisora was loading up big time on everything. Big swinging shots, just putting his whole weight into it. And Usyk in the 5th round just he started doing it in the 2nd round, but in the 5th round it started working where he was just keeping his hands busy, with soft punches and keeping his head moving and just keeping Chisora busy and kept his hands in his pocket. And he started to get a rhythm. And then as that rhythm built, he started landing the harder shots. And then, by round 9 or 10, it was like every round he would have Chisora, or not every round, but there was multiple occasions where he would have Chisora buzzed at the end of the round and just couldn't really finish him or didn't put his foot on the gas. But, the 5th round, he really took control. And I felt like basically outboxed him, for the whole rest of the fight. Chisora was still, tough as nails and a lot to deal with. He's just very physical guy, very big, strong puncher. But Usyk just had too many tools. He had too many things he could go to, too many options. As far as heavyweights go, his footwork is just amazing. Maybe it was an interview with Chisora I saw, but he was like, this guy's skill set is more for the cruiserweight division. And you can see it when he fights because he has a more kind of classical boxing style with his movement and his combinations. But heavyweight boxing is a different thing. It's a little less active because each punch has more devastation. So, this fight was sort of a measuring stick. Like, where is Usyk at as far as being able to fight, top level heavyweights? To me, because of who Chisora's fought, who he's beaten, who he's given a hard time to, I thought this was like Usyk is a real heavyweight. Maybe he's not the biggest puncher in the world at heavyweight. If anything, he may not get a lot of knockouts at heavyweight, to be honest. But he definitely has the skills, the footwork, the defense. He does the Loma step around where he gets to the other side and shoots the left hand. And he's just got the broadest set of skills, maybe outside of Tyson Fury, but it's a similar, he's more mechanical in how he goes about what he does, but the variety of things he can go to is similar to Fury. And he clearly won the fight. I saw, some people were saying this was close. I don't know, Chisora won. I'm not really seeing that. I don't see how he got more than 4 or 5 rounds in the fight. I definitely think Usyk won it pretty clear. And, if they can't put together Fury and Joshua as soon as possible, I said this on the last episode, but let's get Usyk and Anthony Joshua going now. Because it looks like Fury's going to get another fight, in December, and it's probably not going to be Wilder or Joshua. So, once Joshua has successfully defended his IBF belt against Kubrat Pulev, he'll be able to defend the WBO against Usyk. So I'm looking forward to that fight. I think Usyk presents a unique challenge to anybody at heavyweight with his speed and his foot mobility, his ability to get around the ring and change position around you, and also to compute as he goes along. The first couple of rounds, he's like Lomachenko in that way, where he's sort of just taking in information on what you're doing and getting a look, and then it's a slow build. And by the second half of the fight, generally speaking, by the 4th or 5th round, Usyk has taken over whoever he's fighting. I don't know how a fight with him and Joshua would look. Joshua's so much bigger than Chisora and so much taller and longer, and I think probably hits harder too and has some better boxing skills. So he's got the ability to be on the outside, on the back foot. I think that fight would be a very, very technical one. I think the best strategy for Joshua probably would be to use his size and his physicality, but then that leaves, openings for Usyk to counterpunch. So I think that matchup is a particularly interesting one, and I hope they put that together as soon as possible, because it's that's an easy one to make, especially since they're both with Matchroom and DAZN and all that.